Guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today I'm covering Ladies of London, Season 1, Episode 7. I've been to London to visit the Queen. I'm so enjoying recapping and watching this season. I love it. I love going over it with you guys. I love talking about it with you guys. I love London. This has just been so much fun. So I'm excited to keep going with the season. So this episode starts out with Caroline. She's taking her driver to go visit Annabelle, and she has brought a very thoughtful gift for Annabelle. She brought a stack of DVDs while she's recovering, of course, from her injury. Now, I did try to slow it down here so we could see what she got. She got Ted, Bad Teacher, American Pie, Battleship, Sweeney, I don't know what that red one is, and Mr. Deeds. So that was so nice. And then, of course, she got her a TV as well that includes a DVD player. And that's so sweet. That's such a thoughtful gift for somebody that's recovering from injuries. I can't believe she didn't have a TV already. That's a little mind-blowing, but that was very nice of Caroline to do that. So they go into the living room, and we see that she's on these crutches here, and they have a talk, and Annabelle is telling Caroline just to take the high road, and Caroline to camera is saying, Annabelle wants me to be the bigger person, and I don't think I can. And I love Caroline. I felt so bad for Annabelle here. It was sweet that Caroline went to spend time with her. I talked about it in previous episodes about how Caroline pointed out that Caprice always has the Caprice show, and my gosh, do we see the Caprice show this episode. We see her freaking out, and I understand she's having a baby. She's actually having 2 babies, but it is the Caprice show throughout the episode. She's freaking out because her surrogate is starting to dilate and have some contractions, so she's trying to figure everything out. And, I mean, that's the theme of the whole episode, is the Caprice show. Meanwhile, over at Caroline's office, we see her assistant, I believe it's Rainia? That voice, on her assistant is amazing. Okay. So she's planning to have this dinner party, and she's telling her assistant that she needs to book a manners and etiquette class, which I think is hilarious. She's having this fancy French dinner with waiters and stuff, and after everything that happened in Mapperton, she want to make sure that she has somebody there to teach them etiquette. Seeing them at Mapperton, they behaved like cave people, is what Caroline said, which I loved. Cut over to Julie, who is picking up Caprice, and they are headed out to Annabelle's. And again, it's the Caprice show. Take a look at how Caprice is sitting in this car. I know she's very heavily pregnant, blah, blah, blah. I just thought it was rude and just attention-seeking, truthfully. So they go to see Annabelle. And Caprice is still making it the Caprice show, talking about all that she has going on to poor Annabelle. Annabelle is trying to encourage her to mend bridges with Caroline before she goes. And Caprice says, Caroline invited her to dinner. I just can't do it. If I was mad at somebody, there's no way I would invite them to my dinner party. So, again, Annabelle's trying to encourage her to go and just to, get this done before she leaves to have her babies. Meanwhile, we go over to, it's Caroline and Noel have arrived, and of course Juliette's going to meet up with them, and we get to meet Rosemary. Woo, Rosemary is not playing around with the manners and etiquette. Oh my goodness. Wow, she is on it, and she's all over these ladies about their poor etiquette. No, this is just silliness, but I actually enjoyed this. I like to see the manners and etiquette side. I think it's interesting. I thought it was funny when Juliette showed up and Rosemary was all over her and Juliette wasn't having it. I just thought it was a funny exchange. But moving on. So then we go to Caprice, more of the Caprice show. I'm not even going to spend time on this. She's crying on the phone to Julie about how overwhelmed she is, and then why go to the dinner party? That's what I don't understand, but I guess she wanted to nip this thing in the bud, whatever. Okay. So it's the Caprice show. She's crying. Yeah. Continuing on. So then we're over at Noelle's flat. Noelle's getting ready to meet up with the girls, which we'll see, to go to that club. They're joking about her getting her British citizenship and she says if she marries Scott, she will be gifted it. She talks about being stuck in the middle between Caprice and Caroline, and we'll get into that when it happens, but she kind of puts herself in the middle. Not kind of, she does put herself in the middle, and we'll talk about that. So then we see Juliette, Marissa, Caroline, Noel going over to the Wellington Club. They're celebrating Marissa's citizenship. Of course, Caroline knows the owner. So the main thing that happens here is Noelle brings up Caprice's leaving party. She's trying to say it's not a baby shower. She brings it up to Caroline and Juliette. Well, Caroline to camera says they can dress it up any way they like. It's a baby shower. And Caroline says, God forbid you don't plan a party. Juliette says, if you play a game to guess who knows Caprice better, would you get like 5 out of 50? She says this to Noelle. Caroline says, no, Noelle would have to read up. Well, Marissa is mad in the corner. So let's talk about this. I get both sides. I do. I think it's total crap that Caprice asked Caroline to throw this shower, and now she's rejected it, and she's moved on to what she like these other friends. But I like Marissa. I can't fault her here. I feel like she was asked to do this, so she's doing it, and Juliette's making it tough on her. And since they just came through that rough patch, maybe Juliette, watch your tone and watch what you're saying. That's just my thought on that. I mean, the main takeaway to me is that Caprice is in the wrong here. She totally screwed this up. And, asking all these people to do this for her now and getting all these people involved has just made it way worse. So we're back to the Caprice show. She is headed to her photo shoot. She's saying she's always the model, and it's weird to have somebody else modeling. Okay, Caprice. So we see this gorgeous girl modeling. Caprice isn't happy. They come to... It doesn't matter. We're moving on. So she's taking a lunch break, and that's when Noel walks in. And this is where the crux of the episode lies. Because Noel starts telling Caprice about the leaving party. And she says, Caroline's giving me a hard time, as is Juliette. And Caprice, of course, freaks out, saying they're mad at you over this. Caprice says, that is so rude. Camera, she says, Caroline, can't you just be happy for me? And then she declares she will be going to the party because she feels like now, because Noelle basically said she was getting bullied. So Caprice feels like she has to go. And while I'm not a Caprice fan, and I think she relishes the opportunity to try to go tell Caroline off, this is wrong. You shouldn't go to Caroline's house just to be like this. I mean, even if Caroline's in the wrong, it's her house. I just didn't like this scene at all. And Noelle threw herself in the middle and really stirred the pot and made things worse. So you can tell how agitated Noelle is by the weird poses of her lips. She always does weird faces like this, which makes me laugh. So we get to see Caroline's gorgeous house in Surrey. I'm obsessed. It's absolutely breathtaking. She's having all this, prep done and flowers, and she's just really putting in the effort and the details for this nice dinner. And it's brought up later, but it seems to be a way to show Caprice what she missed out on not having the baby shower at her house. Meanwhile, Noelle is a friggin' mess, and this really made me laugh. So she goes to get in the van, and the girls tease her and tell her dress looks like a combination prom dress and Judy Jetson, which was really funny. So Noelle says to camera, I feel a little on edge. I shouldn't have told Caprice. Juliette saying, Noelle's acting anxious and sketchy. She ends up drinking the bottle of champagne that the girls brought to Caroline as a thank you for having them present. I just thought it was so funny. So Noelle's saying it was intense to take with Caprice. She's hormonal. And Juliette says Noelle knows she's stirred the pot. She's told them each what they want to hear and told them what the other one has said about them. And she's right. That's exactly what Noelle did. So no wonder she's drinking the champagne on the drive. Holy cow. So the ladies start to arrive to the dinner party. We see Julie show up, and then the other ladies arrive. And Caroline's smart. She can tell. She instantly knows something's up with Noelle. I think she can sense that she's played both sides and that she knows this is going to come to a head tonight at the party. So the ladies are getting ready to be served this fabulous dinner. Absolutely beautiful. They knew that Caprice was going to be late. Noelle is off just nervously chatting to anybody that will listen. So she's talking to Julie now. And Julie's trying to tell her, I think it's dinner time. And Noelle is just off in her own little world of worry. So they sit down to dinner. Noelle's saying, I hate being caught in the middle between Caprice and Caroline. Caroline's saying, I know something's going on with Noelle. It reeks of guilt. They cheers. Marissa says, Caroline's hosting a beautiful evening. Does she want to show Caprice what she's missed out on, maybe? Which is exactly what I thought. So then we see Noelle drunkenly and nervously trying to whisper to Marissa, let her know that Caprice freaked out today. I think she figures if she tells more people, they'll be on her side when the shit hits the fan in the next episode. And that's pretty much how the episode ends. Everybody's side-eyeing Noelle. So I can't wait to see what happens. So we do get a flash of next episode. It's the last episode of the season, but I am so down to go on with season 2 if you guys are. We see it's going to be, of course, Caroline versus Caprice. It's going to be big. Caroline versus Noelle as well. So it's going to be a big showdown, and I can't wait for it. It's going to be really good. We also see where Annabelle got her jockey outfit that she had in honor of McQueen, and then we see Caprice go off to have those babies. So that is it for this episode. I am loving the season, loving the series. I'm having so much fun covering it. One more episode left of season 1, and if you guys are on board, I will jump right into season 2. I love this show. I love talking about it. It's one of my favorites. So let me know your thoughts. Which side are you on? Who is wrong? Who is right? What would you do? Would you get drunk like Noelle? Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. I so appreciate it, and I'm loving covering this with you guys and talking to you guys about it, and I hope you're enjoying it as well. You can comment below, or you can find me on Twitter @RealRecaps, and I thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.